Hello my lovelies, it is time for another round of Cards Against My TBR, so stay tuned. Hi, hello. If you're new here, Cards Against My TBR is one of my multiple TBR games that I play in order to pick my books for the month. The way I do this is I shuffle up these question and answer cards from Cards Against Humanity. There are 26 question cards in here and 26 answer cards. I shuffle them up, I draw 5 cards, and then I find books for those cards. If it's an answer card, I find a book that makes me think of what that answer is. If it's a question card, I find a book that answers the question or fills in the blank or whatever it is. So this month has been ridiculous for me, and you'll see all that in vlogs as they are posting, because I'm kind of behind on getting those up. But I did not get nearly the amount of reading done that I was hoping to get done this month. So because of extenuating circumstances, I'm not going to force myself to roll over most of the things I didn't read. There may be some that I roll over, but that's it. So let's go over how I did. So to start off, I had 3 books that were rollovers from before. So the first one is All the Rage by Courtney Summers. This is for the card Rampant Misogyny and Sexual Harassment. And I'm gonna have to roll this one over again because I'm only on page 78. It's not that I'm not enjoying the story, because I've barely gotten into it. It's good, what I've read of it. However, I just haven't had time, and I've had to put other books ahead. So yeah, I'm only on page 78. So then we have Heartstopper Volume 3 by Alice Oseman. This was for the card And Would You Like Those Buffalo Wings Mild Hot, or Heartstopper. And I actually did manage to finish this in May, so I didn't have to roll it over into June, so I can take this card away. And then The King of Crows by Libba Bray. This is for the card A Dead Salesman. I rolled this one over because Marty and I are buddy reading this series, and I think I'm just gonna roll this one over again because we never got around to reading it, so maybe in July we can. And then for the 5 that I actually pulled for June. So the first one was the answer card. A girl who is so interesting that she has blue hair. For that one, I selected The Reader, Book 1 of Sea of Ink and Gold by Tracy Chi, and I didn't read this. I'm going to put this card back in the deck. And if by chance when I draw my cards I pick something that'll work for any of these, I can always stick them back on. For the card Reconciling Quantum Theory with General Relativity, I selected A Totally Rad Wormhole by Douglas J. Ebach. And I did not read that. I'm just going to stick the card back in the deck. For the card Every Christmas My Uncle Gets Drunk and Tells the Story About Blank, I selected The Sea Witch by Katie Robert, and I did not read this, so I'm sticking that card back in the deck as well. For the card The Purging of the Disloyal, I selected War of Cards by Colleen Oakes, and I did not read that one, so I put that card back in the deck as well. And then last but not least, for the card A Box That Is Conscious and Wishes It Weren't a Box, I selected The Love Hypothesis by Allie Hazelwood, and I did not read this either, so that will also go back in the deck. Okay, so here is my deck. I'm going to shuffle this up and we shall see what we get. All right, then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So with this we have 3 answer cards and 2 question cards. So let me set these down and we shall see what we've got. All right, card number 1, moral ambiguity. Let's see. So a morally gray character. It says morally ambiguous characters can drive the plot in interesting ways, allow for great character growth, and sometimes end up being some of the most memorable characters in a book or a movie. So, I think for this, I'm actually going to pick one of these books because I do want to actually read these. I'm gonna go with War of the Cards by Colleen Oakes, and this is based on the first 2 books in this series. This is the final book in this series, the Queen of Hearts trilogy, and I think she's a very morally ambiguous character where she's kind of like, she's in the right, but there are definitely things not right with her as well. So for moral ambiguity, I will pick War of the Cards. Okay, next is another answer card, and this one just says divorce. So I think for this one, let me see. This is a book that I picked in the past and didn't get around to reading, and that is The Divorce Party by Laura Dave. And all I remember about this one is you have a woman who's getting ready to celebrate her divorce at the same time that her, I think her future daughter-in-law is celebrating an engagement. And I think it follows both of their stories. So for divorce, I will select The Divorce Party. Okay, next up we have a question card. The first one is, and today's soup is cream of blank. I don't think any of those will work for this. Let me see. Okay, none of my buddy reads work for this, so I have to keep thinking. Hold on. So this was kind of hard, but I decided to go with something that was like a 1-word title because, well, I don't know, I just couldn't really find anything great. So for this I chose, and today's soup is Cream of Oblivion. This is book 2 in the Nevermore series by Kelly Krieg, and I really enjoyed book 1, so I'd like to get around to book 2. Okay, next question card is a twofer, meaning there are 2 blanks and I have to find 2 books. So this is I am blank, I am become blank, destroyer of blank. Okay, let me see what I can come up with to make this sentence actually work. Okay, so I think I can actually make 2 of these books that I already had work for this. So I am become the Sea Witch, destroyer of the Love Hypothesis. So that is what I'm going to use for this one. So both of these books getting added on. And then we have our last answer card. This one is The Nipples of a Man. Huh. Okay. Give me a minute and let me figure out something I can use for this. Okay, so for The Nipples of a Man, I decided to go with The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare. There is a male-male romance in here. So I thought male nipples would work. This does follow Alec and Magnus as they make their way across Europe in a lavish, well, what's supposed to be a lavish romantic vacation together. Okay, so those are all 5 cards. I ended up with these 6 books. And here are the 2 that I'm rolling over. So I will be reading all 8, or putting all 8 of these books on my TBR for July, and hopefully I can get to all of them. Have you read any of them? Did you like them? Did you not? Comment down below and let me know. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye.